Today we celebrate America's independence and remember those who gave their life to defend our freedom. That does include Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle, who served honorably in the Middle East before his life was tragically cut short by a fellow service member suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Taya Kyle is the widow of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, and she joins us now. Taya, good morning to you. It's great to see you today, and we're hoping that you can get us all in the right frame of mind as we're all going to be having fun celebrating the 4th of July later today. It's also important to remember the serious stuff, like those who laid down their lives for our country. So what's your message for us this morning?
Yeah, I think that we can all serve in different ways, and it's important for us to remember that and just go where we're called. Some people are called to the battlefield, and other people like me, I have an organization called tacf.org where we serve the marriages of the people who serve. So that saves lives, saves their families, gives them a safe place to come home to. And I think, that's mine, but everybody else has something too. So the question I'd love everybody to ask is, what are they doing with their independence? How are they serving?
You mentioned your organization. I want you to tell us about your foundation.
Yeah, so the great thing is people sign up and they recognize that their marriage is different than a civilian marriage and that they don't have the tools that they need. And so what they do is they sign up for our programs, and we put them through 2 years, 5 unique programs with trained coaches, other military members, and first responders. And we show them that they can not only survive their service, but thrive.
I think that's such a great idea, and it's filling a void in the veteran community that no longer needs to be there because of what you are doing. I know that your motto is service, marriage, strong, which is great. Taya, every time a poll comes out on American patriotism, it seems to be going in the wrong direction. This year, the number of Americans who consider themselves extremely patriotic is near an all-time low. I believe it was 39%. Why do you think that is, and how do we reverse course?
That's a great question. I think part of the issue is that it becomes difficult to be proud of the country when we're so divided, so that you have a majority of your time taken by people who want you to believe one thing or another. And as we all know, the Declaration of Independence assumed that we were all a moral and virtuous society. And now we're all looking at each other like we're the enemies. So we don't feel like it's run by the individuals as much who are moral and virtuous. It feels like it's run by groups who want us divided. And I think it becomes difficult to feel patriotic in such a hateful environment. So we just need to do our part, I think, to resist what the big groups are wanting us to believe and to go back to that moral and virtuous place within ourselves. Celebrate that, fight for that, believe in that, and resist what people are asking us to do, which is to divide.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless of the people, I mean, those poll numbers, it is disappointing to see that patriotism is going down across the board in the United States, but there are still millions of Americans who love and appreciate the flag and what people like your husband and you as his wife have done to sacrifice. So tell us what you're going to be doing today.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be enjoying my independence. I'm also going to be doing some reflecting. I think what you said was a really good point. That's a perfect example of how we become divided. The guys that were on the battlefield, some of which you showed in some of these pictures, their faces blurred. I remember Chris telling stories of being up all night in a gunfight, waking up in the morning, spent shells everywhere. And as the sun was rising, they heard somebody playing the Star-Spangled Banner. They all rose, put their hands over their heart, and cried. They wept because that dream was still alive, to fight for freedom and independence. And yet we come back home or they come back home and we are at home and we hear people saying that we should be ashamed of the flag and that it doesn't mean what we thought. And I feel like I've been reflecting on that a lot, thinking I have compassion for people who see something different in the flag and feel like it represents something negative. I do have compassion for that. But how do you reconcile that with guys over there who have their hand over their heart and are weeping for the meaning that they believe it represents, right? Like, they're not thinking it represents something awful. They're thinking it represents democracy and freedom and togetherness and this united front at home that they're fighting for. I think that's a perfect example, really, of part of our problem, is we're not seeing anything that we can join together and celebrate, because even our flag right now means something different to different people. We're divided.
What a beautiful message. Your voice, Taya, is so important on a day like today and every day. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July.
Thanks, Taya.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.